Welcome back, everybody. Giddy up, Cowboy, because we're going into game one, Luminescence versus Elysium. We got Yokat on the dredge. We got Laser Zeno, and unfortunately, I forgot who that's name is. I think it's Kexo, if I'm not mistaken. And V1, obviously, on the side of Elysium. Kexo didn't change his name, but we already have a little bit of action here. Yokat actually doing a little bit of eruption play early on here as he does find Zeno on the gen, and interesting perks coming out actually, Cowboy. What do you think?
Yeah, it's actually really interesting. Sloppy makes a lot of sense to me. Nurse's calling could not be there, but I kind of like it. I like the start. I like the breaking of all the walls. And we got a little chase here with Nancy. So V1 gonna get the first hit from Dredge here. Gonna be running down the hallway. So we'll see exactly how Luminescence plays this. I'm very curious, but as long as he doesn't spend too much time in the chases, especially being M1, we should have a really great matchup here. That comment was crazy, Nico. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Thank you very much. But yeah, Kexo here, sorry, V1 running away here. You're having the God window, but you do have to break that wall at some point, and now the mind game coming through, but it's not going to be a really good one if it is against the Dredge. Is going to put down here the Remnant and teleport coming through. Nope, going back once again, but beautiful stuff here from V1, doing really great. And if he gets the window once again, this is terrible here. Really rough start here from Yokat. What is he going to do? Because there's a pallet here as well.
V1's being very patient. It's very impressive. There's no need to rush, and taking their time is going to be extremely important. They got the guy window. They got 2 pallets down now. So I don't know what the Dredge has to make a move here, or she's going to be in a lot of pain.
Oh, beautiful stuff there. Mind game coming through. 2 gens do pop though, so definitely worth it for V1, honestly, and the side of Elysium, wouldn't you say?
Extremely worth it. I'm curious as to the response here from Luminescence. What do you say? You stay on the hook? You leave it?
I would probably have to camp this for the second stage at the very least, so I have an easy tunnel to come up, because you know that the 3rd gen is about to pop somewhere. You know that they're not stacking 3 people on 1 gen, and there it is, as we were talking about, and the gen spread being quite awful from from the looks of it.
Might have spoke too soon.
Yeah, this is not a 3 gen scenario, that's for sure. You can see here Yokat also looking around. It's going to try to TP away here, and like we were talking about with the perks coming in, with the Sloppy and the Nurses, you would think that it would be more of a spread out type of hit and run playstyle in the early game at the very least. V1 actually getting unhooked here, so not the best scenario here for Yokat. No. He needs to find someone instantly. You can see maybe a little bit of frustration coming out of him actually.
Yeah, see that Nurse's calling is not being used at all at the moment. He's only got 1 perk it still hasn't been used yet. So, the game plan here, I don't know if it was completely thought out.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be rougher from this situation, that's for sure, because 2 gens can pop really fast. We do see, however, the heartbeat coming through from out of the locker, and yep, Kexo here, instantly dropping the pallet, knows that he just has to buy a little bit of time, and then his team is going to do completely fine. On the other side of the map, once again, we're teleporting, trying to find people, and this might have been the idea that Yokat was going for in the beginning, but the plan just didn't work. The whole hit and run playstyle, trying to find multiple people, get them injured, get the Nurses calling going.
Absolutely. Now, we got to see a different kind of playstyle, right? I feel like we're more at a panic standpoint right now. Every locker's been locked. It's just not making things easy at the moment.
Oh yeah, for sure. And teleporting over to a gen that's already been done. Probably trying to get over to this gen here, but it is going to pop as well. And 1 gen being left in this situation, not the best at all, obviously, here from Yokat. We do see Kexo taking a hit. Actually, V1 should be on a generator somewhere. There's no signs of him getting healed at the moment. I think they're completely content with having, just everyone being injured and still doing the gens. And that seems to be the play at the moment. Is Kexo, however, going to go down? He is.
We are going to get it down.
Yeah, nothing to do there. He was just not able to get it.
Oh, there it is. Pops. Okay, well, we're at a standstill here. We'll see. I would sit at that hook, but I guess Luminescence thinking otherwise.
Well, yeah, so Luminescence obviously, or sorry, Eternal haven't seen that many perks coming out of YoCat right now. So they don't know if the NOED is actually a threat or not. They could think that, obviously. They know about Sloppy, and I think that's actually, maybe, no, they know about Eruption as well. They have no idea about the Pain Rest. They have no idea about Nurse's Calling. They can only suspect. Laser already going out. Yeah, we have 3 leave here, obviously. Yeah, they were thinking about the NOED. They were thinking that might be a possibility, so Kexo is going to be the sacrificial lamb, but only having 4 hook states is definitely going to be very, very difficult for the survivor side of Luminescence coming into the next match.
Yep, they're going to have to be perfect. You know, they're going to have to do everything right so they can capitalize on the points.
I mean, what a fast game, though, Cowboy. That was
so quick.
Welcome to DBDLeague, brother.
I got more to say, and then, you know, I don't know. That's it.
Sometimes this is how it be, and I don't know. Any final thoughts on this game?
I'm very surprised. It's not, obviously not what I said earlier. I really hope that Luminescence turns it around on Survivor side, and we get extremely different game.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see if that is going to happen or not. We'll be right back here after a short break, see if Elysium is actually just going to take this one straight out of the gate, or if Luminescence has anything to answer on the Survivor side.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Here we are on Midwich once again. We got Dredge coming off here strong. Going to be getting out a few lockers here. I'm quite excited, Nico. We got... I'm hoping this game lasts a little bit longer than last time. I feel
think
like
it's possible for it to be shorter, honestly.
I don't know if it can. Okay, we got a nice pallet stand over here.
Oh,
so,
interesting firecracker.
Kind of stuck in the corner here, but wasting a little more time than should be allowed at the moment. I'm really hoping that the killer takes a lead here and starts killing. You know, that's the job.
That is definitely the job of the killer, and Bloodlust 1 coming in here. That means that is going to be a hit, and M1 coming through. Sloppy applied as well, and may I say, I like these perks a little bit better than the ones that we had last game. They might stall the game, you could even say.
Absolutely. This game may go on for 9 minutes, Nico. If
exactly.
we're lucky.
Oh, God Pellet, throw it down. Nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, it's completely fine though. Obviously, delaying that down as far or as much as possible, but also means this break of a wall is going to go down. Bloodlust is not going to be there anymore. Yeah, but we do have the God window still though. A nice remnant put down though to try to counteract that. But here, the window is going to come through, and it's going to be difficult for him because this is kind of the same scenario that we were in last time.
Yeah,
I feel
exactly
like.
the same. I'm going to start to assume. Okay, see, we got some good moves. I was going to say, you know, we're the same setup and the way it is right now. I was going to see the same game coming out, but obviously some more money-making moves coming out from Elysium here.
Oh yeah, definitely, and no 2 gens being done instantly as well as the first hook going down. Pop is ready to be applied now, so if a gen can be found, that is going to be good gen regression coming through. And obviously we had the corrupt intervention earlier on, and the unhooking actually already happening here. Cowboy, is the tunneling coming out? Nope, it is going to be Zanami that is going to be found instead.
Well, it's a good move. I like that patience. You know, that's the biggest thing, especially with Dredges. If you can't get the M1, you gotta be patient with him. That's a great setup there. Getting the hit on Ace. So, okay, we are gonna see a little. I guess you could call it tunnel action. Gotta get that second stage from Claudette here. That's gonna be very important. Another gen just popped, so we're gonna see how well they navigate this. Getting back to the God window, Nico. So, got a good down on Claudette, Nico. This is what we're talking about. This is what we did not see last game.
This is definitely what was lacking last game, for sure. And it's still at 3 gens, obviously, so it's completely fine right now. And remember, he just needs to get 5 hook states, then he can let 3 people leave, actually. So already Sasuha being on Death Hook is a pain point coming in for Luminescence into this match. So that's going to be 3 hook states there. And after that, if he just gets 1 more kill, it's completely over, obviously. Or 2 fresh hooks that could also do it. But what do you think the plan is going to be here? Looks like he might be trying to camp this one out, but could also be looking a little bit. Oh, actually found Zanami here, the ace. On a gen injured, but decides not to go for it. Just goes back here.
I think he's going to want to confirm this kill, but the problem is I don't know how fast these gens are going to get done, right? Obviously saw Ace, could have confirmed going for him. I feel like he was in kind of a rough spot there, but I think he's going to wait it out, grab that kill. So yeah, obviously all the survivors hitting up on the gens. I think we might get a 3-pop here, Nico.
We might get a 3-pop at the last possible second, but the question is if that's going to happen or not, because Sasso is 100% going to die. They are completely fine with trying to sacrifice their teammate here to try to get the last 3 gens done. He knows where Zanami is, if Zanami is on the same gens. Let's see here. Is Zanami still to be found here? He is, actually. This could be dangerous times here for Luminescence, honestly, Cowboy. If Zanami goes down here, it's nothing but a camp and a tunnel coming in for the remainder of the game. But Waxits actually just takes the hit here. Doesn't really mind going after the Michaela if he needs to.
That was I think that was a bad move because you could have gotten that gen upstairs done. Now we're at a hard part. We have 2 gens need to be done. They're both almost done, but where we're at right now, I feel it might be a little issue with pressure now.
Definitely might be the case. And you can see here Zanami walking around wondering where to go, what to do, and the dredge can be anywhere at any point, obviously. And Nightfall did get his gen done, so he needs to try to link up with someone to try to get some healing going if they want to try to get out of this trial. But it is Waxits that have been found here, and Cowboy, this might be trouble for him.
Yeah, we'll see how Waxits does this. Oh, Dredge is getting a little confused. Yeah. I'm glad we're seeing some pallets getting broke this game. Oh, that gen just got popped. Okay, so now either he gets this down and goes for the kill, or he's in a bad spot. Yeah.
There we go. That is going to be down. And the Noed might also have been shown there. I think that was about the time that the gen popped. So if they can find the totem, which is in a terrible spot, actually, for Keck. So it's on the opposite side of the map, on the top part even. That's going to be dangerous times. But Nightfall might have actually met his maker here. I'm not sure he can do anything about this with the added movement speed from the Noed. But no, Kixel actually says, fine, I'll take Waxits and I'll try to confirm that kill instead. Can they find a Noed totem, though? That's what it's gonna be about. If they find a Noed totem, I think they have a chance to get the 3-man out and still make sure to make this a tie instead, because right now it is completely tied with the 4 stages, all gens done.
I can't tell if they know he has Noed or not. I don't. It was such a close time interval, but we'll see. I mean, they can, if they get the totem, they could definitely get him off the hook and get another out. But is it worth the risk, Nico? Is it worth it?
I mean, they kind of have to take a gamble here, right? Do you want to have the tie, or do you want to try, you just go next and say, okay, we'll try to take it to the Blight instead? I feel like they have to kind of gamble this and say, no, the Dredge was our pick. We needed to perform better on it, and we're confident that we can do that next round. But they need to try to save Waxits before he goes to stage 2. If they don't do that, it is just over. And door getting opened here. They're maybe going for a risky play and just trying to lurk around and save Waxits before he goes to stage 2. But the Noed is still alive, I'm pretty sure. I don't think the totem has been no, it has. It has been taken. We just didn't see it.
Risky business. Oh,
they're getting it.
Ace is gonna go down here. Yeah. It's risky. It's super risky. Flashlight's not there.
Oh, beautiful try though. Beautiful try, honestly, coming out from Luminescence. But that is going to be Elysium taking this game, which means that they're moving in to the next set with the Blight on a 1-0, and Kexo might not be satisfied just yet, actually. He might try to find someone, but I think Nightfall and Waxits are just going to go out. Yep, they are. Yep. And there we go, 1-0 going over to Elysium, and quite the polar opposite of the last game, I would say.
much more impressive, more pallet breaks, more intent to get the downs, right, and staying with the kills. I was very impressed with that gameplay, a little more than the last one, but we'll see how the Blight game fares out. I'm kind of curious, seeing as how those are not the greatest killer games in the world, but definitely some improvement, right?
Definitely some improvement, and once again, we just have to go back to the fact that the perks were actually the thing that was doing a lot more this game. I feel like not having the corrupt intervention on a map like Midwich, on a killer like Dredge, is kind of a it's maybe just a difference in play style, but it just didn't work out this time for Luminescence, honestly.
Absolutely. I saw much more value out of the perks. You know, I saw, I think, 1 or 2 pops, right? Definitely a lot of sloppy butcher value. Then obviously Noed kind of came in for a time waster. And then obviously Corrupt, you know, it's such a good perk, you know, wasting the game, directing it to where you want the game to go, right? And the area you want it to be in. So very impressive perk build. I liked it.
Absolutely, an S tier perk from S tier teams, and we got more S tier games coming your way really soon after a small break. Welcome back, gamers. We are ready now, this time with the correct offerings and everything, and perks and all that. You know, a little bit of a balance defense was found here. Unfortunately, we didn't catch it fast enough, but it is going to be a -2, unfortunately, to Luminescence. It doesn't mean anything to V1 because he's already finding Zanami. Once again, I believe, is going to be the first person to get chased, and he must be feeling kind of Mario Balotelli about the why always me coming in here, surely. But actually going to maybe give up on him, or is it still the person that he's finding? No, it is Waxets once again being the second person found, and Cowboy, this looks like a repeat of the early game from last game.
I think he ended up losing Tsunami there, but now we're going to be in a chase with VLT, so this is going to be quite important. Hopefully we get a quick down here, as the last game went so well. Obviously, there's not a lot of protection here for Nia going down here against Blight, so we'll see exactly how this pans out. I don't think V1 is going to wait around the hook for the kill, or even the second stage. I think they're going to roam around because of Blight's movement, you know.
Oh, definitely. That would be probably the case. The hook coming in here in a second, looking around, trying to find a little bit of info. Knows kind of the whereabouts of Waxets and Tsunami, about where he left them off. At the very least, someone was also here. Probably Sasua, sorry. But no, it is actually Zanami that he finds here on top. And is it going to be the same play? The replay that we saw from last time is basically identical, yeah. Zanami also didn't get the memo that Blight can still play around that bar just fine. And with all the pallets gone around this area, he needs to try to find somewhere else. And he's maybe camping this pallet here? No, not going to be looking to go get...
Godjack gets thrown.
Yeah,
gonna be going for Nightfall. So I don't understand why. I feel like they're not using Ironworks enough.
Ooh. Might not be using Ironworks enough, but I think V1 has played on this map a couple of times because that was a beautiful, beautiful hit coming in. And yeah, we do see the tunneling coming through here from V1 onto Nightfall. 1 gen does pop, but he has been occupying Zanami in the meantime as well, so he hasn't been doing too much of Gen M1ing for now, at the very least. So he should be feeling kind of confident and almost in a better position than he was before we did the replay here. Oh, Zanami getting found.
Absolutely fantastic, honestly. I mean, the movement and the detection is great. So we're going to be in the chase with Zanami here. We'll see. This is not a safe pallet for him at the moment. And I feel like with the Blight rushes, he's going to go down here quite soon. But yeah, to my point. But we'll see. Okay, we're going to go for the slug here. I'm curious as to what V1's looking for here. Probably going to use the pop value on this gen. I'm liking that we're seeing the perks being used this game.
It's definitely a plus point here. Can they get the unhook though before Nightfall is going to be first food? Nope, they are going to get it. So Waxet's going to take one whack, and now Nightfall is going to try to escape with his life. He does have the window here, and he is going to take the vault instantly. The light coming through, another window on the way as well. Pretty good setup actually, but remember, it is a Blight, so it's pretty dire with what you can do around these parts. The pallet gets thrown down. Nightfall still camping around the side. Can he take the vault here? Or is he going to try to mind game in some other way? He is going to try to get to the next pallet that was thrown down, and might be in some sort of comfort and safety as for now. Nope, not going to be the case here. 2-3 is going to take Nightfall down, and that is going to be Nightfall getting offered to the entity, and that is going to be the first kill at 4 gens, possibly even.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic gameplay there. I don't think there's a better way you could have done that. V1 being very patient, not making, unnecessary rushes at all. So, gonna get a little more pop value here out of this mid-gen. They cannot get this one done. So this is gonna be very important. I'm liking the setup so far. I really think that everyone's going to be doing great. 4 gens currently still up, so we'll see. We'll see if they get a pop of a gen anytime soon here, but it doesn't look too good.
Doesn't look too good at the moment. If you're in a pub match at this point, you're kind of, weird spot here. Nice firecrackers going down, but also a beautiful look-up strategy from V1. Vaxxed has been found, and question is if he can get to anywhere near safety, because at the moment, I feel like Luminescence are just trying to play for, okay, how many gens can we get done before we all get sacrificed? Because right now it's looking really, really good for V1. If he can keep it at the 4-gen, 3-gen mark, that's beautiful, beautiful stuff coming out for his survivor side team.
Without a doubt. I mean, there's no, oh, see, Michaela's going to go down here straight in a no-fly zone. So we'll see what happens here. I think we're going to go for the tunnel here on Claudette, try to get more value out of this rush. But currently stuck in the ironworks, not exactly a good place to be when there's nothing around you, especially with DBD hits.
Oh, for sure. Wasn't quite the Pokos hit, but it was definitely close to that. But
it was beautiful.
Sasua also getting hooked now, and Waxus has to be picked up, you would imagine. I don't think, or is Tsunami just going to try to pop a gen and try to get it to 3 gens? It's kind of a difficult spot to be in right now. If you were in Luminescence's shoes, what would your calls be if you were the in-game leader, for example?
Man, I would say we gotta get many gens done, just like you did there. Gotta get the gen done. I don't know if they can get whack up. Maybe it's not worth it. I don't know, but we're gonna have to wait and see.
Only gonna have to wait and see here. Waxets is going to try to be found here by V1, but seems like a little bit of an issue for him to actually locate the Michaela at the moment. So trying to find the ace instead. Is that going to be the case? Oh, the deliverance actually coming through from Sasua, but I think Tsunami has been found here by the chase. It looks like that is the person. Eruption was trying to get applied, but it's going to be the pop instead. So not really that much gem regression going down onto it. And Waxets actually gets up. Pretty certain that was Sasua going over and picking him up, but that means that he knows the general location of both survivors, and Sasua gets smacked across the face over the pallet.
I was gonna say, kind of a reset. It looked like it was over there, and then Deliverance coming in, absolutely taking the game away, but getting caught in a bad area, unfortunately, and Claudette's gonna be on the hook.
It's going to be the case. Nami is trying to pump a gen on the other side of the map. You would have to imagine there's nothing else for him to really do at this point. He needs to just try to get as many points as possible coming in for his killer. But here is going to be the hit. Maybe no. Waxets actually barely just doesn't get hit. And I think V1 is maybe losing it a little bit here. That should have been a down for sure, I feel like.
For sure. I was going to say that I think it was going to go in a bad way, but then obviously Michaela getting caught in a bad spot and down she goes. So we'll see. We'll see if he can find Tsunami and see where it goes from there. I think he's probably trying to work on this gen over here. But if not...
Has to be this gen then.
This gen.
Yeah. Can he find him though? Because at the moment Waxets is sitting comfortably on the ground. Nothing for him to do at all. And yeah, Tsunami is doing a little bit of stealth mission action coming in from him. Nothing else for him to do, obviously. Doesn't want to give the 4K away. He wants to escape through the hatch and try to get as many points for his team as possible. But is he going to be found here? No. V1 not checking around the corner.
See,
so
Nick,
for now,
what would you do here? You going for your teammate? You letting them die? What's the deal?
Oh, in a pub environment, I'm going for the teammate every single time. Any single day. I don't care too much if I die or not. Competitive environment, totally different. They need to play for the points, remember? So Waxets, I'm sorry, brother, but you're hanging on that hook for a while if he hooks you. I'm sorry. That's just the reality of the situation.
No, I absolutely agree. Yeah, in pubs, you know, we're gonna go get them. Nobody's leaving empty-handed. But
we go out together or we die together. That's just how it is.
So we are gonna get the hook here, which makes sense, but gotta make it over to that shack, right? That's gonna be, you gotta make it in time. Obviously with Blight shouldn't be an issue, but the basement is kind of a precarious position there.
It definitely is. But Waxets, he's gonna hang here for a while, so it's a lot of time that V1 actually has to try to find Tsunami around the shack side. And he knows that it must be around here because that's what the hatch offering is. He knows this is where hatch is gonna spawn, so he needs to be around here. Otherwise, it's going to be impossible for him to reach it later on if the Blight is already there.
Currently, he's dancing around, doing his thing, absolutely enjoying life at the moment. So we'll see. We'll see if he gets that hatch. I think it's going to be a brawl. You know, when you stare him Blight in the middle of the face, when it's coming down to the hatch play, I don't know. I don't know who's going to win.
Yeah, I kind of favor the Blight, honestly. They're probably both of them going to be standing right on top of the hatch as it spawns. They know exactly the exact location, about where it's going to be. So
Ace is pretty scary, Nico. Have you looked at him? He's certainly dashing, you know. It's tough when you have
that
those
Italian stallion, I know.
Exactly.
He has a poker face and everything. Like,
Look at
he
him,
is terrifying. Yeah. This is the posture of an apex predator, ladies and gentlemen. This is the guy that you cannot hear around the LT walls because for some reason he makes no sounds. I don't know why. That's the depths.
I don't know if I agree with where he just positioned himself. I feel like if Blight comes from an across angle, he's gonna see him right there. But see, okay, I thought he was gonna see him, but I guess not. Maybe he is in a good spot. But yeah, this is how it's gonna be. The stare down.
Okay.
He's got to time it right, obviously.
He has to run in and try to get it instantly. It's not going to be the case. So he's going to try to go for a gate play instead. He sees him running towards the other side of the gate. So he's expecting, actually, Zanami to be on the other side of the gate. He's confident that he's not around here. But that means Zanami has an immense amount of time to try to open this gate. And he sees now, this gate has not been touched as of just yet. Could be 15%, obviously, but there were no scratch marks anywhere. But the Blight is extremely fast. Mach 5 speed might come through here in a second, but is it going to be enough? Zanami is going to try to open it, and I think he is going to get it. He's going to get smacked one time. Can he block? He cannot. He's going to go through the iframes, and that is going to be Zanami getting out. So the 3K coming through, but it still has 3 gens left. So that is a decent performance coming out of Luminescence, getting 1 man out, which means it's going to be a little bit tougher for the side of Elysium.
Right. I mean, that -2 probably hurt pretty bad, but I mean, that was good. That was good play. I think that was absolutely smart. I mean, if you don't think you're confident in winning the hatch play, then going for that door. That was elite.
That was beautiful. Really, really good good play coming in from the ace, obviously. And yeah, we'll just have to wait and see if Elysium can do better than, you know, getting the 2 gens done and the 3K on the other side. Obviously, they have a little bit of help with the minus deduction coming in for the side of Luminescence, but we'll find out after a break how they do.
Alrighty, cowboys and cow ladies, we are back with DBDLeague. We got Luminescence currently as the Blight in the Ironworks of Misery. We're going to see how this pans out. Obviously a very good game last game, but we got something else here. We got something new, something fresh. We'll see how the start is. Currently can't find anybody, but you know, I like the, I actually like the perk setup. I think it's, you know, about the same, right? You know, so okay, we finally got a little action, found somebody, but we're not going to stick to it. So I'm curious as to what the mindset and the play style is of Luminescence here. What are you thinking, Nico?
Well, obviously with the minus deduction coming in and the hit already here on Granite, beautiful stuff here coming in, obviously. The minus deduction did make it a little bit harder here for Yokat. He does need to get a 4K, and he can let all the gens go, but he does need to get a 4K for, I think, the win condition, if I'm not mistaken. Producers can correct me if I am wrong. I think the tie condition is 4K 11, or that is lose condition. Uncertain, actually. But we're out here doing beautiful stuff, actually, making sure not to go down way too easily and running away from all the generators. This is not what Yokat wants. He wants an easy first down, but Ground is just not giving it to him at the moment. Cowboy, beautiful power spin coming in again.
Yeah, I think that this is not what he's looking for. Currently, a few more rushes and swings than should be applicable. But okay, we finally get a nice down there. So we'll see. I think you sit. Do you sit with this one? Do you get the second stage, or you run around as Blight?
You can. You have to run out with the win condition that you have currently. You have to run around. You have to find other people. Try to get double people onto hooks instantly as fast as possible. But with the pop coming in on this gen, it does make it a little bit easier to stay around this vicinity. At the very least, 2 gens are already popping. So, like I said, all the gens can't pop, but he does need to get that 4K going. Not a single survivor can leave this trial, and at the moment, it's not looking too hot with the first chase going the way that it did. And do you see someone? Maybe two people actually being around the ironworks, and here does one hit come through onto Laser, and that's going to be a trade. Probably more than likely. You see actually Grenout taking the hit, and does get the power stun as well as the flashlight stun, so maybe getting a little bit of distance here. Yep, going into an LT wall by the looks of it. And where did he go? Nowhere to be found. He does actually take
in the locker. Oh no.
Beautifully done here, but Grenout is going to go down anyways. Laser getting healed up as well, so not a trade. It is going to be the tunnel out trying to come through at a TS. Getting hit here by Grenout, so it's going to take a little bit longer for Yokat, and this is disastrous for him because he just went the wrong way as well, Cowboy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the way I'm seeing it, I feel like we need more patience from Luminescence here. We can't making too many nonchalant swings. Gotta be engaged, gotta stick to it, and not make so many risk-even decisions.
Oh yeah, it does seem to be the case, but I can feel it from Yokat. I can feel the pressure mounting on him. Obviously, it's such a rough situation and spot to be in, and with the third gen also popping now, you must just feel so bad. And the Dead Horde coming through as well from Grenout. Oh my days, he is making this last. Oh my god, so long. This is beautiful play coming in from Grenout. Does finally go down, but there's only one gen left. And if Laser is around the corner with a flashlight, this is going to be sad.
Goodness gracious.
Oh,
so
God
now
bless.
I ask you, what do we gotta do? What can we do right now? How do we get out of this situation?
Zeno here trying to body block a little bit, trying to make sure that Grenout can maybe wiggle here, but he just needs to take the hit and try to get him on top. Oh, he's not gonna get it either. Oh, Zeno with the beautiful body block coming through, and he does try to body block the stairs as well. Grenout still gonna go down. Can he get him inside of the basement? Probably not. He's probably just going to take a hook outside instead. But is this gen going to pop? No, not quite just yet.
Gonna get the pop. Hopefully some pop value here. Maybe get a little bit of regression. Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh no. Oh, the blast fight. Not like
and the save on top of it.
Of course, why not? V1 is actually blocking a little bit. He is going to take a hit just to make sure the Grenout can maybe get away. Oh, it's disastrous here for the side of Luminescence. It's all just falling apart, unfortunately. Yokat trying desperately to find a win condition for his team, but the 4K is looking like it's just slipping out of his hands at the moment.
Oh, the patience on Meg. Oh, no.
Beautiful play, honestly.
Absolutely. I mean, it like you said, it's not looking too good. I don't know how they can recover from that. But V1 gonna go down here.
Maybe. You know, two people are still injured. One person on hook. If you find the two other people and can slug them out and then magically find Laser, that could be the win condition right here, right now. But it's going to be difficult times, obviously. The gen spread is absolutely atrocious just by the looks of it. It's like a football yard away from each other. And yeah, this pallet is probably going to get dropped here in a second. No? Okay, yeah, it does get dropped anyways. And what are we doing if we're in this situation, honestly, Cowboy?
In reality, if there's a will, there's a way, right? You just never know. But in this game, it's a very confusing game, Dead by Daylight. So we're gonna have to see. They have a lot of pressure right now. Obviously leading into the corners and the Dead Hard getting used again. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like there is still a slim chance for Luminescence here to get the win condition. But if Elysium plays this right and is patient with their movements, they can still get their win here.
They definitely can. And V1 here trying to drag it out as long as possible around this Z-wall. He's completely fine with going down here, but he's going to run into the corner. Yeah, edge map once again. And the eruption does get applied from the gen across the map. But that gen that we see on the left side hasn't been looked at for a very long time.
There it is, yeah.
But it's not even that one getting popped. It's actually the other one. And yeah, this is Elysium just adding insult to injury. It seems like V1 might just be the sacrificial lamb with Xeno, Laser, and Grenout magically somehow Grenout being the person to actually get out after getting downed, I think 4 times or something like that.
It could just be me, but I feel like the Elysium communication has just been incredible so far. Very, very unexpected and extremely, extremely well done.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt about that whatsoever. And with Elysium taking this, they're going to take themselves and put themselves in a much better spot for the playoffs. Luminescence really, really had to try to win this. And obviously they tried as hard as they could. And are Xeno, Laser, and Grenout thinking about coming to save V1? They are. Okay, risk it for the biscuit, I guess. They are not taking a 3-man out.
Insult to injury at the moment.
Yeah.
So... we'll see. Okay. It's risky.
Definitely risky here. Can he find a down? He is going to get it onto Xeno. Yeah. Can anyone else get down here? I don't think so. I think everyone is probably just out. Grenout here. You also have the dead hard. Remember that if he does get smacked again, it is going to be a mending bar coming through for sure. But maybe
the D-bags. No.
Maybe they are just gonna say, okay, fair enough, guys. Let's just get the 3-man out instead. But they are also healed up already, so maybe they're gonna try to go for it again. They want the 4-man out here, Cowboy.
I don't think they took the T-bags too nicely, to be honest with you. That was smart. Oh Lord, the Nia gonna be getting blocked around, pushed around. We'll see. I mean, now we got the rushes back, so he should be able to get somebody. Oh, into the locker.
Does anyone have head on? No. Yeah,
oh no. The head on blind. And this is not looking too good. Oh, we did get a lonely V1 all alone. Oh, but you're going to be saved by the Claudette. So we are going to get it down. I don't know. Might get 2.
Oh my god, that was beautiful. Xeno finding the perfect spot to body block, and obviously on the first charge, you cannot do anything on the first lethal rush. You just have to kind of take the exhaustion instead. And Grenout, as you know, Yokat wanted it from the beginning. It's going to be the sacrifice lamb.
Grenout's down. Oh, I mean, much better game. I like the ending. I like they tried. I don't know. Was it worth the try in the first place?
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%. They went with the all-in mentality, and I love Elysium for it. They tried to get everyone out. Beautiful, beautiful play coming out of Elysium. And honestly, we just kind of have to say they were probably the better team on the day.
Yeah, I mean, I came out swinging with a heavy hitter, rooting for the underdog, but, you know, you just never know. You know, you can have... you know, your momentum can change at any moment, especially when you face a great team like Elysium. So, big ups to them. Great, great work, Luminescence. Good try, and never stop fighting. This is good. This is a great matches so far.